Rosemary, and who is this friend of yours?
This is Kathy Anderson, and she is in charge of all of the marketing for tourism for General Growth Properties. As I mentioned, the second largest shopping center developer in the nation with, 225 shopping centers?
Yes.
It keeps you busy, doesn't it, Kathy?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Travel Mall TV.
Thank you.
Tell us about 200 plus shopping malls.
My
goodness.
Well, yes. General Growth Properties owns over 200 shopping centers nationwide, and out of that collection, we've selected about 40 that are located in primary tourism destinations, and they are branded as America's premier shopping places, everywhere from Ala Moana Center in Honolulu to Faneuil Hall in Boston, Bayside Marketplace in Miami, Water Tower Place in Chicago, and 2 centers in Las Vegas, everywhere across the U.S., nationwide.
And how old is this program?
This program is 3 years old this year. It's actually a merging of 2 different programs. There was another developer called the Rouse Company, which owned a lot of the marketplace centers on the East Coast. General Growth Properties acquired them 3 years ago. And so we blended the 2 portfolios together, the 2 tourism portfolios, and they live now together under the one brand.
Can you give us a little historical perspective of what you did in the first few years, what you learned, and what is the product now from your learning experience?
Goodness. Well, I worked on the Rouse portfolio as well. So this portfolio is a little bit different in the scope and the diversity and the types of centers. We have centers that are located in major urban downtown destinations. They can be marketplace centers like a Faneuil Hall or a Harbor Place, a South Street Seaport in New York, or they can be upscale luxury centers, Village of Merrick Park in Miami. We have Fashion Show in the Grand Canal Shops in Las Vegas. So there's a wide diversity of properties now that was unusual from when we had the Rouse Company. What we've learned is that there's a customer for every shopping center. We also have some centers that are located outside of downtown urban areas that we call our regional centers. They're by major interstates. West Des Moines, Iowa, actually is a big tourism area for drive traffic, for motor coaches. So we actually address all market segments. We do groups, FITs, international, domestic, and it just depends on the centers and the destinations that they're visiting.
Now, the metrics, the tourism figures have always indicated shopping is the #1 reason why people travel. So I would assume that they're shopping, they're going to your malls before you started this program. So why was the purpose to start this program, and what incremental revenues have you gained or value add are you providing those shoppers?
We actually started the program very strong as a business-to-business program, working with the travel trade, the travel journalists. We offer added value in that we have a national program called Premier Passport, and we have documents that can either go with the travel documents, they can be downloaded from our website, and when the people visit any of our 40 centers, they will get special offers, discounts, amenities, services, etc. Since then, we've also been working with Shop America Tours, and 6 of our centers have commissionable packages. And that was to answer the demand of the travel industry that says, where is some way that we can generate revenues as well. In addition to that, many of our properties have group programs for spouse programs, conventions, private dining, group dining, prepaid meal vouchers in our food courts, things like that, actual items and experiences that the operators can sell as well. Since we started the B2B program, because of the use of the internet by the consumer, the traveling consumer now, to both research where they're going to travel and what there is to do and see, we're moving more into online programs that actually target the consumers directly, so that we establish pre-arrival awareness, and everybody knows that what we have to offer before they even travel to that destination.
And let's say last year's metrics, what have you been able to source about the success of this program, or how many people are redeeming those discount coupons?
As far as the added value, the redemption really isn't high on our added value program. People like to have them. It's like an invitation to come to our center.
So how do you know that your promotions is working?
We do some tracking, but again, it's really just the exposure. Being able to have our name out there, being able to generate that awareness that we have a property in that destination. We're not looking to have hundreds of thousands of those redeemed. Neither do our merchants, but the fact of the matter is we've gotten our name out to them before they even left home. So we hope to be part of their itinerary before they travel.
Well, I think then, in some ways, it wouldn't be wrong to say it's still at its infancy, so to speak, to develop that fine-tune that value add, and for that consumer, and to get them to spend more time and $1 more at your shops.
Well, I will tell you what our most recent direction is, to get them to spend more time at our centers and to extend their length of stay, and that is the whole trend with culinary tourism now. There are so many culinary tourism programs happening, whether it's wine or foods or chefs or whatever, and many of our properties have such a diversity of culinary options available to them, from five-star chefs in Las Vegas and New York. And so what we're doing is our message is not just about shopping and what you can buy, but also the dining experiences you can have at the centers and the entertainment that you can enjoy throughout the year at the centers as well. So it's a total experience rather than just a purchase.
And how much of this has gone to be under the theme of locally produced, whether it be items you purchase or food you consume in the restaurant?
Again, that's going to depend from center to center, and that also depends on the market segments. Many of our international travelers are looking for brand names. They're looking for Louis Vuitton and Coach and Tiffany, Kate Spade. They want the brand names that they can't get at home or that are too expensive to get at home. The domestic traveler, we see more of the locally made. We have a lot of kiosks that are like specialty carts that you see in different shopping centers, and that's usually the cutting edge merchandise, the new trends, things that are made by local artisans and craftsmen, and our domestic travelers are looking for that because they can get the brand names at home. So now when they go to New Orleans, they want something Cajun, and they want foods, and they want merchandise, and they want that Louisiana experience.